Sorry, you guys. There was too many trolls on that page. Yeah, that's gonna be off right now. So I'm just checking the messages things. So messages will not be allowed on this chat at this time. I don't need distractions. So this is solely about me and Mike. So yes, Mike did make a post about me, which is perfectly fine. Don't really care. So we broke up in December of last year, and he was upset about it, which caused him to lash out, which is perfectly fine. I'm the one that left, actually. Basically, I just felt as if he's right. We did grow apart from each other. And so I walked out. I left. And it hurt him. It upset him. And he lashed out. You know, he did lash out. And the comments are going to be off on this video. I will no longer have distractions. And it's nobody's business to be commenting some weird crap. So the comments are going to be off for right now. So yeah, me and him broke up in December, and I made a video about it. You know, if you go down to December's live videos, there is a live video of me stating that I was leaving. Basically, an end to an era. Basically, you know, leaving, and, you know, that was that. And it hurt. You know, it's not like I didn't cry. It's not like I didn't have feelings. It was more of, you know, and into an era. Like, I no longer felt as if the relationship was valid. Basically, yeah, the feelings are there, but yet they're expired. Meaning that the feelings I was feeling were old feelings and not new feelings. And that happens when you have been separated for so long. Those feelings can come back up, and, you know, they can come back up, but they're not, how can I say, they're not updated feelings. You know, they're old feelings. Which can happen if you get separated at a young age, like we did. We got separated when we were young. I didn't want to leave, but I was forced to leave. And so that can cause some separation anxiety or separation. I don't know how to explain that. Um, but the feelings that I was feeling were out of date, I guess you can say. But I am still entitled to my feelings when it comes to that situation. And my ex tried to get back with me, which triggered Mike, and it made him react in a violent way. Not like physically, but emotionally, yes. And yeah, he did make a post. Very angry post. Um, and he wants to call me creepy. Okay, let me read you guys something really quick. Okay, read you guys something really quick. This one other person wants to my other channel or my other post. And I'm gonna read you guys something that me and him were talking about on my Instagram. Okay, so this other person wants to get in me and his business, but she's not telling the full truth. She only wants to tell the side that makes her look good. Okay, that's the problem with this. Mike were talking. Okay, and basically he was flirting. He was flirting and he knows it. Okay, which I'm not mad at him for that. You know, I'm not mad at him at all for anything. But it says, hold on, let me go to, so he says things, okay, it says, I say, don't start that shit. I see your game plan, dude. Okay, he says, I'm just being real with you about my intentions, not going to lead you on since I'm not looking for a relationship. Haven't you always wondered what it would be like if we were to have some fun together? That's him stating this. I said, no, have you? He says, only recently since I saw the pic with you in handcuffs. I bet it would be fun. That's him saying to me, okay? I said, yeah, I was one crazy teenager. He said, oh, yeah? I said, you're a very quiet guy. You seem very shy. That's me stating, you're very quiet. Like he is. He's very quiet, very to himself. So it seems like you're a very shy guy because I used to see him working at Hula's and he was always shy. Well, that's what it seemed like. We didn't talk, but yeah. He said, you can send me pictures if you like. Okay? That's what he's stating right here. You can send me pictures if you like. Okay? And then I said, oh, I thought that made you feel uncomfortable. He says, and I quote, you guys can see it for yourselves. You can see it for yourself since that one girl wants to run her mouth, stating that I'm a weirdo. What does that say? Changed my mind, I guess. So this is a conversation that me and Mike had on Instagram. Since this one person wants to run her mouth and not tell the full story about shit. As I said, this is a conversation that me and him had on Instagram. I said, you guess or you know, or it's because you want such and such, He said because he wants such and such. So, yeah. So it's not like This just came out of nowhere. She doesn't want to tell the full truth of what me and Mike were talking about because it's none of her business. She would just wants to say stuff that makes her side seem right. Okay? Mike knows the truth and how it all started. Okay? And he says, maybe I did. I said, are you into kinks like that? He says, sometimes I like to dominate. He says, you know you want to please me like a good girl that you are. I said, don't start that shit. I see your game plan, dude. But how that would have came out if I was actually talking to him, like in person, it would have probably sounded like this. Don't start your shit, dude. I see your game plan, man. That's exactly how it would sound if I was saying that to him in person. He says, I'm just being real with you about my intentions, not trying to lead you on, since I'm not looking for a relationship. He said, haven't you always wondered what it would be like such and such if we had such and such? I said, no, have you? He said, only recently since I seen, you in handcuffs, such and such. You feel me? So it's not like these feelings came out of nowhere. He knows the conversation that we had. But that's the part that she wants to leave out. She wants to leave out these details. Even though me and him were talking on Instagram. So he's the one that sparked that flame. He's the one that lit that match, dog. He knows what the fuck he started. He said, do you ever fantasize? I said, no, do you? He said, only recently, since I seen that picture of you in handcuffs. So he started that shit. And she's not telling the full truth about it. Like, if you're gonna talk about me and Mike, tell the fucking truth. Don't leave shit out. Like, she left out the fact that she screenshotted a picture of me and my sister when we were 15 and sent it to Mike. That's not an AI photo. Those are real photos of me and my sister. We were 15 at the mall, and you decided to screenshot it and send it to fucking Mike. Why were you screenshotting teenagers' pictures for? Me and my sister were only 15 years old, and you decided to screenshot pictures of me and my sister and send it to Mike, you sick fucking weirdo. But I'm the weirdo? But yeah, you were screenshotting my teenage picture and sending it to Mike. That's sick. That's fucking sick. But you say, I need help. I need professional help. When you're out there screenshotting strangers' fucking teenage pictures. If I post a picture of me and my sister, that's one thing. I'm the one that took the photo. I'm the one that took the photo, and I was 15 when I took that photo. We were both 15 at the time. We were both minors. It's another when a grown-ass adult goes on another grown-ass adult's page and screenshots kid pictures of them, dude. That's sick. It's fucking sick. You need help. And Mike knows that we were teenagers because we were going into hulas at that time. And we were all the same age. And yes, Mike was working at hulas since a young age. He's always been working. That's what I know about that man. And yes, he is a hard worker. I'm not going to lie about that shit. I've seen him work. I know he's a hard worker. I'm not going to sit up here in front about that shit. I've seen him work. And I've never said anything disrespectful about him. And if I have, it was probably because he disrespected me first. Like him yelling at me, but me not yelling back at him. And I sent him voice messages stating, do not talk to me like that. If I'm not talking to you disrespectfully, don't come at me fucking sideways, dog. If I'm not disrespecting you, if I'm not raising my voice to you, don't fucking raise your voice to me. And I stated that in an audio video that I sent him. Do not raise your voice at me. If I'm not being disrespectful to you and I'm treating you with respect, I expect that same respect back. If I'm not yelling at you, calling you out your name, don't call me out my motherfucking name. And I made that very clear to him. Because I wasn't disrespecting him. I'm not going to show which photo that she screenshotted off my page and sent to Mike. You had no right to screenshot pictures of me and Charity. And then send it to Mike. Because those aren't AI photos. Those are actual photos. It's one thing when I take a picture of it and post it because I'm in the photo. I was one of the minors in that photo. So why is a grown-ass person taking a screenshot or taking a screenshot and then sending it to a grown-ass man? That's sick. But then you want to call me a weirdo when you screenshotted a picture of me when I was 15 years old with my best friend. And then sent it to Mike like a sick fucking weirdo that you are. But I'm the sick weirdo? Be real, sweetheart. Be real about shit. It's one thing if I take a picture of it and then send it to Mike. We've known each other since we were kids. That's why he still has the pictures on his page. Do I have to go to his page? I'm just stating facts. Do I have to go to his page? Because what I'm saying is true. I will gladly go to his page. Since he doesn't have me blocked, but yet he knows these pages, but yet he doesn't have me blocked. So I will gladly go to his page. But yet he still has them on his page. He still has them up there. If he didn't like them, why? And he's talking, and you're saying, oh yeah, he wants them taken down. He wants them taken down. But yet, right here, why does he have my medical stuff on his page? That's just weird. You feel me? That's just weird. Oh. Why would he have my medical stuff on his page? That's my medical alert stuff. That is my medical alert stuff. You do realize that. That is my medical alert stuff. And yes, this is Mike's page. And yeah, he does have my AI photos on here. But this is the one that I was talking about right here. Me and Charity were only 15 there. But yeah, you took, and Charity was only 15 in that photo right there. So why are you screenshotting little kid pictures of us and then sending them to Mike? I can show them because I'm in the photo. Sorry, honey, hold on. This is when we were 15. It says we was 15 here. And then this one is when she was 15 as well. So why are you screenshotting teenage pictures of me and Charity? It's one thing when I do it. I'm in the photo. I have every right. I'm the one that paid for that photo to be taken at the mall, and I also took that picture with a camera when I was 15. I was a minor when these photos were taken. It's one thing when I do it. They're my pictures. It's another when a grown-ass person in their fucking 20s is screenshotting a picture of me and my sister when we were 15 and then sending it to a grown man. You're lucky that Mike has known us since we were younger. That's why he feels comfortable posting it. Because he knows both of us. Even though he's stating that he doesn't. If he didn't, he wouldn't be keeping our minor pictures on his fucking page, chick. And then this right here, you had no right to be screenshotting, by the way. This is my medical alert information. By the way, because I have seizures. I have seizures. That is my medical alert stuff. By the way. So I'm wondering why you felt the need to screenshot that and then send it to Mike. That's just like double fucking yourself. That's double fucking yourself, by the way. Because my medical condition has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with Mike either. You're saying I'm a mentally ill woman, I'm this crazy fucking person, but yet he keeps them on his page. Now, if he really wanted them to be taken down, he would have took them down already. He wouldn't be keeping them on his page. You're mad because he won't take them down. Get over it, chick. You're the one that sent them that shit. And how I found out that it was her is because, where is it? Let me see, where is it? Is this right here. See, that is my YouTube. But who is this right here? And I remember her having that picture on her page. So I know that was her YouTube. You forgot to edit that off your fucking screenshot, dumbass. That is your fucking YouTube picture you had in like December. Close to Christmas time, you twack job. I remember. That is the same picture you had on your fucking YouTube shit in December. So you're the one that screenshot it and then sent it to Mike. Your dumbass forgot to fucking edit your fucking screenshots, dumbass. And right here too. You forgot to edit your fucking screenshots before fucking sending it to Mike. So it was you screenshotting me and Charity's minor pictures and then sending them to Mike. But I'm a sick weirdo? I'm a sick weirdo when you're screenshotting teenage pictures of me and then sending them to a grown man that you don't even know. That's sick. And it's gross. And it's weird. And it's kind of crazy how he has this one up right here. Basically, he's saying, fuck you, bitch, is what he's saying. He's saying, fuck you, bitch. Stay the fuck out of our business. That's what he's saying, bitch. And same thing with Charities, too. Dog. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. I'm not listening to you. Fuck you, bitch. And you don't even see it. You don't even see it. He's saying, fuck you, bitch. Stay the fuck out of our business. That's what he's saying. Fuck you, bitch. Stay the fuck out of our business. You don't see that shit? I mean, come on now. He posted my feet. Ah, he posted my feet, you guys. Look at that. Look at my toes. Look at that. Look at that. My toes. He's saying that he has a problem with my AIs, right? But yet he still has them on his page, dog. Like, he don't have no pictures of himself. He has no actual pictures of himself, man. That's crazy shit, you feel me? Look at this. He has no pictures of himself. He has no pictures of himself. No pictures of him. I don't vote, so yeah. But yet, he has my AI pictures on his page. No pictures, no actual pictures of himself, but pictures of us on his page. That's why she be mad.